Blues Tube, what's going on? Wanted to show you guys how I use transcribed songs that I've transcribed, taking the time to write down and transcribe. Like this. I got them all over here right now. These are all my 2-beat transcriptions. So I've got maybe 6 or 7 different songs, different parts of solos transcribed. And what I like to do is I'll put on a backing track. In this case, it's a Big Boss Man track from MCCD Sessions. I've sped it up a little bit. But what I do is I'll take all my transcribed 2 beats and I play them for a while. And then I try to take little chunks out of maybe one chorus and throw them in with another. You know, do the same thing all the way down. I've written 2 choruses today, and maybe I can play it for you and talk about how I came up with it. There's the sheet. All right, here we go. All right, so that's what I wrote. Let's go over it. I'll go over it with you real quick. So the first lick, that comes from a Gary Smith song called Cut You Loose. That is the second chorus of the solo that he takes. No, excuse me, it's the first. Where is it? Right here. He does this long, or this intro line up to the 5 draw and bends it down. And he does that twice. But I was transcribing a Gary Primich tune called Wild Cat Tamer. And he kind of does a similar thing on the intro, or not on the intro, of the first chorus of the solo. And I thought, okay, well, that could be a cool variation. So the whole thing. Yeah. And then I go back into the Gary, or this is going to be confusing. 2 Garys. Gary Smith. And I kind of changed a little bit from how he plays it, and it goes. So that's over the 4 chord and back to the 1. I kind of add a little bit different chugging. And then for the 5-4-1 turnaround area, I used another Gary Smith song from, let's see, this one is Mojo Hand. And it goes like this. And that is from the first chorus of the solo in that tune, Mojo Hand by Gary Smith. So all together, you know, I took the time to write them out. You don't necessarily have to do this, but so here's the first chorus. Play it. So these might not be exactly note for note as they're played in the original songs they came from, but that's kind of the idea of it. You're using, you know, the blues language, and you're kind of writing your, you know, using your vocabulary and writing it out here. So the second chorus, the first part is a lick. That is also from Cut You Loose. That's from the second chorus of the solo. Yeah. So I use the first, let's see, that's the first 2 bars of the one chord. And then I go back to Wildcat Tamer and I throw in this pretty fast lick. Which is a pretty cool lick, I thought. Actually, I continue on into the 4 chord, some of the 4 chord that he plays there too. Which is kind of interesting. It ends on the 2 blow. So yeah, that all together. And then I go to, he does, in Wildcat Tamer, he kind of does this, but there's another tune, another 2-beat tune that I transcribed, a William Clarke, Digging My Potatoes. And the first solo chorus that he takes, he does a similar thing in the same spot, but the lick ends a little bit differently. So that's what I'm using there. So this is going to be the 1 chord, back to the 1 chord in bars, let's see, 7 and 8 of the 12 bar. So that whole 4 chord back to the 1. And then I keep going into the 5 chord lick that William Clarke plays there, which is on the 6th draw. And then right here, I go back to Mojo Hand, a lick from Gary Smith Mojo Hand. And let's see, it goes. Yeah. So that whole second chorus of this whole thing that we're playing today sounds like this. So yeah, that's kind of how what I do when I transcribe these tunes. Nothing, at least in my opinion, with nothing wrong with playing them note for note, but I think the next, at least what I'm trying to accomplish, is obviously this kind of stuff you want to do, you know, kind of without thinking. So this is kind of like the slow version, writing it down and absorbing it. But yeah, hopefully that was interesting and you guys got something out of it. Yeah, we'll see you next time.